Hello, this is the tradesight Forex market preview and international economic data roadmap for the week beginning Sunday, the 21st of June 2015 and ending Friday the 26th. Hope you had a good trading week. Charts as usual brought to you by eSignal 12. Here's a look at the dollar index daily chart. Didn't do a lot this week, pushed a little lower, still holding right on that red static trend line. So if we would break lower here under the lows of May, I think we could pick up some speed, but otherwise we're just drifting here in this range. Let's look at some of the major pairs on the daily time frame. Euro dollar. Be aware that even if I go into projection mode, we don't have it yet, but next up day basically will give us a 13 sell signal on the euro dollar, our first signal in quite a while, well, at least since back in April at the bottom. Here's a look at the pound dollar. No signal there. We're 9 bars up. Just completed a new startup phase, so we'll be doing the seeker count from here, just starting with the next day's action, obviously. But did make a new high this week on the pound and made some good money and caught some range there. Here's the Aussie doing absolutely nothing. Here's the New Zealand dollar pushing to new lows. And here's the pound yen pushing to new highs. We talked about this breakout a couple weeks back. All right, let's look at the intraday or intra-week action, I should say, in 30-minute candles on each of the major pairs. The high to low of the range on the euro dollar was 250 pips. You can see we opened flat on Monday, pushed up a little bit. Tuesday flat, a little bit of wiggle room. Wednesday was flat. Remember, we had that two-day Fed meeting, so you can see the spike in the middle of the week. That's when the Fed announcement hit, pushed us up. Thursday, had a little move up and back. Friday, we drifted lower. Not overly exciting in the euro dollar for the week. Meanwhile, the pound dollar traded a little bit more, traded almost 500 pips of range for the week. That's where we caught some of the gains there for sure. Monday down and back up. Tuesday flat. Wednesday very flat until that Fed announcement and then surged. We had an overnight action. Actually, there was a move overnight on the pound ahead of that, which we caught. Then surged up on the Fed, and then a big move Thursday. Friday was dead flat. Friday wasn't a surprise anywhere because we did have, even though it's not direct for Forex, we did have triple expiration options, futures, and commodities, and that includes the currency futures. So that tends to be a little bit late anyways. All right, let's take a look at the week ahead, see what we've got for economic data that we can wrap ourselves around. Sunday, minor numbers out of New Zealand, bank holiday in China, credit card spending out of New Zealand. Going into Monday, Bank of Japan monthly report, Euro group meetings in Europe, consumer confidence out of Europe, existing home sales here in the U.S. Monday night, CB leading index and HPI, that's the housing price index out of Australia. Flash manufacturing PMI out of Japan, China's flash manufacturing PMI as well. And then Europe does the same from France, Germany, and the broad European sector. Italy's retail sales, core durable goods here in the goods orders here in the U.S. in the morning, Tuesday morning, along with the housing price index here, flash manufacturing PMI here, new home sales here, the Richmond manufacturing index number here, and then jump to Tuesday night. Big difference there, 10 hours until the next number is the SPPI and the minutes from the last Bank of Japan meeting. CB leading index out of China at 10 p.m. Eastern. Going into Wednesday, which is a light day, Switzerland's got their UBS consumption indicator, German business climate, UK has the BBA mortgage approvals. We've got the final GDP number out of the US. Crude oil inventories here in the US as well. The final GDP number is not a big deal. It's the third look at the first quarter number, so it should not do much to the market. There won't be much of a surprise by this point. Then going into Thursday, German consumer climate, CB realized sales out of the UK. US has the weekly unemployment claims, number. Core PCE price index, personal income and spending, flash services PMI, natty gas. New Zealand's got their trade balance that night. Japan does a data dump. We've got household spending, Tokyo core CPI along with the national CPI and the unemployment rate at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time Thursday night. And then going into Friday, we've got the German import prices, money supply out of Europe, private loans, and then the U.S. University of Michigan sentiment number. And that's it. So we have none of our big three data points. We've got no options expiration. We've got no Fed meeting. And nothing major out of any of the other countries as well. Straightforward trading week. It is essentially the last one of June. Next week, the week after this coming week, we've got Sunday, Monday, and then Tuesday is the last day of June. Keep in mind that's the midway mark for the year already, believe it or not. So things were already settled through for the back half of the year, or the front half of the year. And also that next week we have the U.S. Leading into Saturday's 4th of July holiday. So Friday, on July 3rd, markets will be closed, including U.S. banks, in recognition of that holiday. So that'll be a short week and also kind of a strange week with the end of quarter. So hopefully this week will just give us some straightforward trading moves. Obviously, there's still a lot going on with Greece, and that can help propel some movement here in the Forex market, which is what we like to see. If you have not taken a trial of our services, feel free to do so. We can help you out for a couple weeks. And thanks for listening. If you do find these videos useful, please like them on YouTube. It does help us out. Have a great trading week and a great weekend.